Hey everybody, and welcome to our home. Today I'm going to bring you through one of our homeschool mornings, and we're doing pretty much our typical stuff, but we do have a few extra special little things that ended up happening. So enjoy, and I hope you get some encouragement from this video. Good morning everybody, and welcome back to our home. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Maryann, and I'm a homeschool mom of two. And our channel is all about homeschooling and homemaking and also homesteading as well. That is a big part of our lives. So I'm so happy to have you here. If this is your first time here, welcome. And today is a typical school day for us, although we are adding in something a little extra special, which I'll show you in a few minutes. We pull this out every now and then, and today is a day for it. So I'll show that to you soon. We're not doing language arts today, but there's other videos I've done where I've shown our language arts unit. I can link those in the description box as well. Today we're doing math, and we're doing our special unit study, which again, I'll tell you about in a moment. And I guess we're gonna see what else happens. I know the kids have been kind of getting a little crafty here this morning, so we're gonna see what they're up to.
What about green?
Yes, that is good.
And this is the perfect size. Okay, I just have to cut it a little bit.
Look at these, Mommy!
They're so nice. Let me see you fly them. Don't jump on the armrest, you're gonna fall off. Ooh, that works good. Oh, well that one glided.
This one glided.
Mm-hmm.
I love paper airplanes! Do you want to try flying one?
Sure, I'll try.
You can try flying this one.
Okay. Aw, wah wah.
Baby turbojet. One. Go.
So I made a new experiment with the turbojet. Instead of folding, when you fold the paper, make the crease, and then you do like the triangles that line up, I did that 3 times instead of 2. So this one here, I did 2, and this one I did 3.
Okay.
And you can see that this one, it has a bigger point.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see how it works.
Okay, let's give it a try and see if it needs to be taped or not.
Yeah, I did tape it a bit, but if it might need more tape like right here.
Yeah, all right. Let's see how it works. Okay. Oh, well now that worked really well.
Let me
Good.
see
And
mine.
now I'm gonna tape it.
Okay.
Let me see mine.
Okay.
That
Ooh,
one works pretty good.
that one works really good.
This time I did tape the middle of it.
Okay, let's see if there's a difference.
Yes,
Oh,
there
there was. So why do you think that is?
I think it's because before it was more open, so it kind of it went like this, but then the air kind of went in and then slowed it down.
Right.
Instead of this, it still goes in a bit, but it doesn't go in as much, and it glides more.
I think that's a really
Through
good.
the air.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, see, like that design, I folded it 3 times, so it's more aerodynamic. So this is a new design again. I like experimenting with paper airplanes. This one is, so the other turbojets are called hot dog style, which is when the paper is folded. So if it's in like a normal sheet of paper, it's folded like this way, and then hamburger style is folded this way.
Okay.
But so
I'm learning stuff today. I don't know about this stuff.
Is a hamburger style, but it's folded 3 times to make it into a jet plane.
Awesome.
So
Okay, so Bennett's going to demonstrate how it works. Okay, go ahead. Whoa.
that is a jet.
That was definitely the fastest. Go ahead. Oh yeah, that one goes good. Okay, so I'm going to read while you guys draw a picture.
And then you do for 1 year. And then down that for the other year. Yes. And then if you want to do like the inside, you can just do a little S lines like that. Coming down from the corners. There. Go out and then connects there. And then if you want to do little toe lines, you can. Yep. And then little toe lines. Good. And then you can do his fuzzy chest. Okay, little zigzag lines. Coming down.
Now what do I do?
And then you can color it in.
That was excellent, Bennett. Look at that. Sweetie, you taught that really well. Good job. Okay, so now I'm going to read, so you guys continue your pictures, and I'm going to read our devotion.
Mommy,
So-
I want to stand.
After. This is, which way does the wind blow? Stand strong. Do not let anything move you. Always give yourself fully to the work of the Lord. You know that your work in the Lord is never wasted. 1 Corinthians 15:58. Warm air has a lower pressure and wants to rise. As it rises, cooler air with its higher pressure moves in and takes its place. This movement of warmer and cooler air is what creates wind.
This case really has sticks.
Oh,
Right
yes.
here.
Yes, she does.
And on her back.
So for Bennett's math lesson today, he was finishing up a sheet that he had from yesterday. So he's learning the value of money and he's learning nickels. So he's been practicing adding different cents. And so this was a little activity where he was adding up the cents, finding the corresponding answer, and with the number, and then also with the money, which would be here for that one.
Doing another egg one.
Yeah, so today we're going to be doing this lesson, taking away all but one. And so with the Good and the Beautiful math, it is really, really easy to follow along as the parent. It doesn't take any real planning at all. It shows you at the beginning of each lesson here any extra supplies that you would need that are not in the, what's it called? What do we call this? Oh, the math box. The math box. And then down here, this shows all the items that we would need to take out of the math activity box. I couldn't remember that word. That we would need to take out of the activity box to use for the lesson. So for today, we're using, it's called the part whole mat. We're using that, as well as his number line chart. And we have our little dry erase whiteboard over there that we use. And then we needed 9 small objects. So I have 9 raisins here that we're going to use, and our egg manipulatives. So those are the things we're going to use for today's lesson, and we're going to get started. Another part of every single math lesson is he has this little my place value chart. It's like a laminated booklet. So he uses his dry erase marker in here and it can erase. So depending on, like today we're on lesson 43. So he erased the 2 from yesterday and put a 3. And then for each lesson, he colors in a block. So as you can see, he's already colored in all of these, and he's learning that once you get to the top, that's 1 whole 10 stick. And so once you finish that, you put it in the tens place and you start the ones. So just doing this every day is teaching place value. And he's cut onto that really, really quickly. He wants to get to the hundreds. He keeps asking when we're going to get to the hundreds. But are we going to get to the hundreds?
Yeah.
No, we're not. Because there's only 65 lessons in the course.
You guys are a baddie.
Can you hand me your calendar for a minute?
Uh-huh.
So he also does, at the beginning of every month, he fills out the calendar dates, and then each day he checks off the day that we're on. So I see a few missing check marks here. Oh no, they're there. They're just in blue. They're just light. I couldn't see them. In the camera. So he checks off the date, and that just gives him kind of an understanding of the calendar and how the dates in the month work. So that's at the beginning of every math lesson, is those 2 things. And then we get into the actual lesson itself. So Bennett, today, so start by doing you know what to do here, don't you, buddy? You start with that. And there's Becca Boo doing her math, teaching textbooks.
I can't hear you.
I'm just talking about you doing your math. So she has 2 lessons to do today because she didn't do it on Friday. We agreed that she could skip math on Friday, but do 2 lessons today, which normally I wouldn't do that. But the way teaching textbooks works is we only have access to it for a certain amount of time. And even though we can pause, I don't want her math lessons to be, I don't want to get to the end of our school year and have her not have finished her math lessons for this course level. So I want to make sure that she doesn't get too behind on the number of lessons that she does. So I have no problems with her wanting to skip a day if she's up for that, or if she needs to do that, but then she just has to catch up another day so that come the end of the school year, she's not, like still 10 lessons away from being done, sort of thing. So we do not do school all year round. I know that some homeschoolers do that. That's just not our style. At least it hasn't been so far. We do take the summers off. So I want her to be able to have the summer off and not have to do her math. So she's going to do 2 today, and then you and I sit together and we're going to do your math, right?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Okay, good. 42 and 44. Okay, so now here, Bennett, you're going to add up how much money is shown, and you're going to write the total there, and don't forget the cents symbol, okay?
Yes, I know.
Okay, so you do that next. All right, let me see. How did you do? 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 5, 6, 7. Very good. Okay, so now we're going to read a little more about Ben. Bennett. Okay. We don't want to lose our raisins here. We'll just put those over there. It says, deep in thought, Bennett stared out the window towards Martin's farm. Martin, Bennett's friend, lived just across the way. His family owned a large flock of sheep. Mama, Martin's sheep remind me of something my teacher at church taught me last Sunday, said Bennett. We learned a story that Jesus told the people. It was about sheep. There was a man who had 100 sheep. They were all safe except one. So he left the 99 sheep and went to find the missing one. Mama, listening carefully, said, yes, that's true. All the sheep were safe except for one. Do you think Martin and his family would leave their sheep to go find a missing one? Yes, he said. Martin and his family love their sheep. They take very good care of them and try to make sure they are always safe, just like we take care of our chickens. Mama smiled. Yes, I agree. Do you remember doing the part whole page that had the circles on it? Well,
Part whole, yeah.
Well, this is part whole, but it's with nest boxes and a little basket, okay?
Not even whole.
So it says, Mama turned away from the window. Listen, Mama turned away from the window. Bennett, would you like to help me make a cake? He asked. Sure, Bennett replied, skipping over to the kitchen. Will you get 6 eggs from the refrigerator, please? Mama asked, pulling the mixing bowl from the cupboard. Bennett opened the fridge. Inside, he found 7 eggs. So you're going to move 7 eggs into this section right here. Okay? Now, so there's 7 eggs. So it says Bennett carefully took 6 eggs from the fridge. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 6 eggs down to this part. So there's 7 eggs. He took 6. So take 6 and put 6 down here. Good. And then move the last egg, move this egg into this part. Okay. And get your paper clip and spin the number. 2 again. Okay, spin again.
Because there's no more.
Yeah, you already got 2. You got that twice.
Go. On the line.
Okay.
On the line.
6. What's 10 plus 6? Very good. Awesome job. All right, so Rebecca's just finishing up her math, and then the kids are going to have their break. And then after break, we're doing a lesson from our safety unit. Bennett just made me a perfect cup of coffee.
Does he have a cup that you I just saw in the picture?
Yeah, little Xena, because we just lost our dog Xena. We had to put her down.
Yeah.
This is a little Xena mug. And Look who has some missing teeth. He lost 2 teeth in one day.
Megan and I got $10.
He did. The tooth fairy made a very special delivery. 2 teeth in one day is a big deal. So, yeah, he's very excited. Okay, I'm going to talk for a minute here. You go play with your airplanes, okay?
I want to be with you.
No, you go play with your airplanes.
Why?
Because I can't do this with you on my shoulder.
Dun, 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 dun.
Go play.
Hey.
Enjoy your break while you have it.
Okay.
So for our safety course, I actually did this entire unit study with Rebecca when we first started homeschooling. But at the time, Bennett was still only, I think, 3. So he wasn't, like, he was with us, but he doesn't remember doing it. So we're using the Good and the Beautiful. They're safety units, so K to 8, so kindergarten to grade 8 safety unit, and it covers all kinds of stuff. See if I can get it to focus there. Oh, there we go. So it covers a bunch of stuff. So fire safety, water and electricity, earthquakes, natural disasters, God gave me a body. We did this one just recently, which is really, really great. This one basically just covers the whole concept of stranger danger, making sure that children understand that their body is not for anybody else. And it's handled really well. It could be a sensitive topic, but this unit does a really good job handling that. And then Home Alone, kitchen and cooking safety, internet and peer pressure, and then gun safety. So today we're going to be doing fire safety, and we have a bunch of different activities that go along with it. And we did a fire escape plan when we lived in our old house, but of course we've moved. So I'm going to have the kids help me develop a fire escape plan for this house. Now, the good thing about this house is there are a ton of exits. Like, we have doors, multiple doors on both sides of the house. And because it's a lower house, the house we lived in before was taller. So if you were upstairs, you would have had to maybe jump out of a high window or something. Whereas we live in a bungalow now, so it would not hurt us to jump out a window, which is good. It helps when it comes to a fire escape plan.
Why wouldn't it hurt us?
Because all the windows are so much lower to the ground, right? So anyway, we're going to do this unit with the kids in a few minutes. Oh, there's Becca. How did you do?
Good, I got 100.
You got 100? That's awesome. Good for you. Okay, so you guys go have your break, and then we'll come back in 10 to 15 minutes and we'll do this. Okay, so Rebecca, I want you to start by reading the safety rule for fire.
Do not play with fire, matches, or lighters.
Right. Can you read it again?
Do not play with fire, matches, or lighters.
Can you repeat that?
Do not play with fire.
Matches or lighters.
Do not play with fire, matches, or lighters.
Exactly.
What
Very
are
good.
lighters?
Lighters. Like the lighters we use in the wood stove sometimes? Like the little clicker things? Those are lighters, yeah.
But what are...
Matches are the other things where I go on the bottom and it lights up. Yeah.
Like, never stick that in your eye.
Never stick it in your eye and never play with them, because if you play with stuff like that, you could think, oh, well, it's not going to make a fire, and then all of a sudden it catches on fire and you're like, oh, what do I do? And then what if you throw it down and then it catches the rug on fire, and all of a sudden the living room's on fire, and then the house is on fire, and so fire can get out of control really fast. So that's why it's not something to play with.
If you're making something, it's too hot.
That
would get burned.
Well, when the wood stove is on and I put like a piece of cardboard or paper in there, how quickly it burns up. Fire can go really fast.
I have to get my favorite point to get it safe.
Just put that on the counter. You can't play with it right now. Okay, so what are some ways that fire can bless our lives? Like, what are some ways that fire is a good thing? Warmth? Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
You can
Yep.
cook with it.
Cook with it. Yeah. All right. Can you move your hand? I'm going to read from here, and then we're going to take turns where I'm going to read it, and you guys have to find the picture that matches what I'm reading about. Okay? So, Bennett, you're going to go first on this one, all right? Okay. So, you have to try to figure out which one of these pictures matches what I'm saying.
Okay.
The most important thing you can do to prevent destructive fires is to never play with fire, matches, firecrackers or lighters without an adult? Right. And what is this? What are those?
Matches.
Matches. That's right. I want you to demonstrate. So pretend you're on fire.
Ah!
Now, stop, drop, and roll. Right. Okay, Bennett, your turn. Okay, Bennett. Oh no, your shirt's on fire. Okay, stop, drop, and roll. And you would roll until the fire was out. Okay? Very, very good. Okay, let's go back to the table. So now we have two categories, safe and not safe. Yeah. All right, so there's safe, which is the green, and not safe, which is the orange. All right? So I'm going to read each label, and you guys have to decide if this would go under, listen,
Stop.
you have to decide together if this would go under the safe or not safe category, and then you're just gonna place it under whichever category it goes in, okay? So the first one is, feel a door to see if it is hot before opening it.
Safe.
Safe, that's right. Safe or not safe. Practice your fire escape plan with your family.
Okay.
So put it where it goes. That goes safe, that's right.
Just
Hide if you find yourself in a room with a fire.
I know, bid.
Not safe. That's right. Why would it be safe? Why would it not be safe to hide?
Because, like, you wouldn't know if the fire's coming or not.
That's one reason,
And
although that's not the main
also-
reason.
So if you're hiding, then you're in the room with the fire, and the chance of the fire getting you is higher because you're in the room and you're not out of the house.
Yes, but the main reason why that's not safe is if you're hiding and somebody in the fire police or like the fire people or me or Daddy are trying to find you to get you out of the house, and we can't find you because you're hiding, we can't save you, right? So if you're in a room, find yourself in a room with fire, don't hide. Remember it said go to a window if you can and call for help. That way people know you're there. Because if people don't know you're there, they wouldn't know to come help you, right? And if firefighters were coming in the house and you were hiding under your bed, they don't know you're there. You need to make yourself as known as you can. I'm in my bedroom. I'm in here, right? As much as you can so that people can help you. All right, well, it's later in the day now. We finished school. We had lunch. And I've just been working on my blog all afternoon. If for some of you that may not know, I do have a blog as well called Simply Home and Family, which I will link in the description. And I write a lot on here, a lot about homeschool stuff, but also about homemaking and motherhood and a few other little things as well. So it's relatively new to me, but I'm enjoying it. And I've been working on that for most of the afternoon. The kids have been downstairs playing, and I'm actually not going to be cooking supper tonight because I cooked a lot last night and we have a lot of leftovers. So we're just going to have leftovers for supper, which is great. It's been a good day, another good day here, and that's probably going to be about it for this video. So again, thanks for hanging out with us. I always enjoy showing, little glimpses of our homeschool. Obviously, if I were to include our whole homeschool morning, this video would be like 3 hours long. So I'm not going to do that. I have to edit it down and I have to edit out parts of it. But I enjoy putting these together, and I hope that it encourages you if you're a homeschooling mom. I hope it encourages you in your own homeschooling journey. We're all different. Our kids are different and how we do things are different. But I know for myself, it always encourages and blesses me to just see how other people are doing things and remind me that I'm not alone. So if you haven't already, click subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for being here. Bye.